Hey guys, so welcome back to Joe's RC Corner, and today we're out at the hangar, so stay tuned and I'll show you what we're going to get done today. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're out at the hangar. Figured I'd take a little bit of a break, gonna work on the Cowl this weekend, but I know I was really busy working this week, and we're doing some flying for a customer here at the test site where I work. So I worked over the weekend, this past weekend, so we didn't get a lot of work done on the plane, but I want to go ahead and come out to the hangar since I had 2 days off here and just do a little bit of upkeep and a little bit of work to try to get this a little bit more usable when I get the plane out here. So what we've gotten so far is, as you saw before, I do have my benches. My big bench is now in here. It's the 15-foot one. It's basically made from the crate from Zenith. Went ahead and got some of my tools over here and storing some of my parts for the wings all down here, and also the vertical stab, the windscreen and fuel tanks and so on are all right under here. Brought out some fans to keep the air moving around. Since it's not insulated, it does get a little bit hot, so having the fans moving the air around at least keeps it from getting too hot in here. Brought two of my airplanes. Got my Midwest Giles 202 is hanging here, and the Hangar 9 Cap 232 hanging here. That's got the 30cc twin cylinder in it. This has got the 35cc DLE. So, but anyways, since I don't fly them very much now and working a lot on that on the plane, I figured I'd go ahead and hang them up in the hangar here and keep them up and out of the way. Alyssa, I did tell you I was going to put this up in my hangar when I got one, and here it is. It's on my wall, and of course got my Patriots up there. So. And I know I'll probably get hate down there about that, but you know what? I'm from New England, and got to follow my team. Not Brady, but following the team. So in the office space here, it's not a pretty space, as we already know, and it echoes a lot in here, so it's not going to be a recording studio or anything like that. But I do have my air conditioner set up here. I got my vent to get the hot air out from the air conditioner. It's working pretty good. It's cooling this little space. This small space, it cools up pretty good. So it's at least usable when I'm here. And so that works out pretty nice. I do still want to get some more lighting in here. It is dark, but I'm thinking, what do you guys think about this space? Should I turn it into kind of a hangout, you know, a sit down and hang out in here? Or should I turn it into an office space to keep track of all my airplane records? You guys put that down in the comments below and let me know what you guys think we should do with the space. I'm also just considering just using it as a storage space for the most part, for parts, oils, gas, things like that. It'll work out pretty good for any of it. So you guys let me know, and we'll see what we can do here. So, but yeah, I got the AC vent. AC is in, and that's going to cool this space up pretty nice to be able to hang out here when it's hot outside. Still gonna get this door fixed, it sticks. All right, so that's pretty much where we are today, guys. We're gonna go ahead back home, and I'll do a little bit of video because a couple of guys asked about, had some questions about the hinge system to hold on to that cowl. And we'll go ahead and when we get back to the house, tomorrow, we'll go ahead and just do a quick overview of how that all works, and we'll reference Jan's video on how to set that up. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be back at the house. All right, guys. So now we're back here. It's the next day, and I also wanted to just apologize to everybody, guys. This video is late. I know a lot of guys watch this video at when it first comes out at 6. In the morning here on Saturday, but unfortunately I didn't get a chance to really work on the plane at all. As you saw from previously in the video here, that I was out busy working, if you can call that working. So didn't get anything done here, but this weekend we are going to do some work, but that'll be in next week's video. But let's go over just a little bit of stuff here in regards to the cowl. Okay, so as I said, we're going to go ahead and take a look here at the cowl setup. So I did make some mistakes here, so please don't pay attention to that. We're going to fix that one way or another. We're going to make some corrections. But as you can see, my plane barely fits in here with the prop on, and the door still opens and everything, no problem there. But we're going to go ahead and take that top cowl off, and I'm going to show you inside how this all works. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so as you can see, the top cowl is going to come off pretty much like that. There's going to be a hinge along here as well, and same on the other side, a hinge. Now, the hinge is not acting as a hinge. It is acting as a fastener. So as you can see, I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see in here, but there's a pin that goes in, and it connects the two hinges together. All right. Now, it is a little tricky to go around this curve. That's why, as you can see, these are split, and they're just pieces attached to this. So that works to guide those hinges down and through there, okay? So that's how that part works right here. And then they get riveted to the outside of the cowl here. I do still have some trimming to do, and I'm also going to make, because I screwed up here, I have to now make, I could fiberglass and stretch that back out again, but that's going to be more work than I really want to deal with. It may look better, but I think... Okay, guys, so quick pause here on that video. What I've decided to do on that section where it overlaps a little bit, or it doesn't overlap, actually. What I've decided I'm going to go ahead and do to correct that is I'm going to increase my gap between the spinner and the cowl by maybe 2-3 millimeters. Not a lot, but it will give me that little extra bit to cover up that mistake that I made. So to fix that, since I've already drilled holes in that in the cowl, is I'm going to take some 2-ounce fiberglass cloth, and I'm going to lay that on the inside, and then I have some Bondo that I'm going to go ahead and fill the holes on the outside, and then maybe put some 3/4 ounce fiberglass just over the Bondo after it's sanded smooth. And that'll fix that whole section very nicely, make it very strong again. And then I'm going to re-drill those holes for the pin hinges on the cowl a little bit further back. So that way it covers that gap that I have there and corrects that. I don't mind having a little bit extra space. I mean, like Jan said, some guys like to have a really nice show airplane and have that minimum gap between the spinner and the cowl. But a little bit more of a gap is not going to hurt anything. It's going to look just fine still, and I'm going to be happy with that still myself. But if I need to, I can always maybe somehow build that area back up again, between the two next to the spinner, and build that up with maybe some foam, fiberglass, and then Bondo, and get that smoothed and everything. But I don't think there's going to be much of an issue there. 2 to 3 millimeters isn't much, but it'll be enough to correct that mistake that I did. So that's the plan, guys. So back to the video. So that's pretty much how this all works. And the other side is basically the same thing. Not sure how well I'll be able to get it from this side, but as you can see, it's the same thing along this side. And right now I have the size pin in there. So the pin in here is actually the size that comes with it, but I'm going to replace that with a pin that is slightly smaller, and this comes in the kit from Viking. That slightly smaller pin will go in there a lot easier than this one here. Now this side I do have to make some adjustments to, because it doesn't fit extremely well down here. So I'm going to have to put a spacer behind that one, I think, or try to bend it a little bit more to get it to fit that curve a bit nicer. And then that pin will go through a little bit easier with less force there. But as you can see, the light coming through that side, I did the same mistake on that side that I made over on this side with it too far, made it a little too short. And I don't really want to push the cowl back any, because this is the perfect gap. I might be able to, because I can fill these holes and maybe just bring it back to here and then do a filler. that'll give me a little bit more of a gap here. May not be that big a deal. So I may look at that, and that will push this cowl back enough to where it's just covering this edge. Jan, I know you watch my videos. Put down in the comments down below, do you think that would be okay? I mean, it probably would be cleaner than doing that piece of aluminum strip, but I got about a plywood. Here is the plywood that I used. That's the thickness I used to get my spacing right up here. Now, like I said, I can probably go a little bit bigger in that spacing, and I don't think it would look too bad if I bring it back maybe 2 millimeters that way. That should cover this edge here then, and then I can fill these holes and maybe lay some 2-ounce fiberglass over that with some filler on the backside. That'll solidify that up a little bit, which I could do that, and then that'll move back a little bit and then just redo this. I might actually do that. But other than that part there, everything else has got more than enough spacing, as you can see, around this cowl. Nothing touches anywhere. And I know my hole down here is a bit bigger than maybe I should have gone, but I think we'll be fine there. So other than that, so that's how that pin hinge system works, guys. And I'll put a link down in the description, or maybe a link in one of the corners here to Jan's video that goes very in depth in how that is installed. And his videos are great to use to get this installed here. So make sure you check Jan's videos out on Viking aircraft engine. He has a whole build series, a whole series on installing the engine, getting the cowl on, and everything else. So definitely check out his videos. But that's pretty much what we're going to be doing today. So maybe tomorrow, this is it for this video, guys. So tomorrow we'll probably go back and try to maybe I'll go back and fix that, get some of that epoxy resin, some fiberglass, and we'll re-fiberglass that section here where these holes are now, bring it back, and then redo that. I think giving myself a little bit more space back here and opening this up just gives me a little bit more of a gap here, but no one's really going to notice that. So I think that'll probably be the option, and that'll keep this nice and clean and looking good that way. Maybe I can also fix that side too while I'm at it to make it the pin just slide in a little bit easier. I've done all the measurements. Everything is square and flush here, and I think it's looking pretty good there. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it for today's video for this week. Again, I apologize. I didn't get a lot of work done on the Cricut today, but I'll tell you what, tomorrow we're going to get back out here and we're going to work on that front cowl, try to get that done, because next weekend I want to start working back on that avionics section. I want to get that completed, so that way I can pull the plane out of the garage a little bit and start fitting the horizontal stabilizer back here and getting those holes drilled, so that way I can take it off, get that prepped for paint, and then we can get this fuselage out to the airport and put it back in its home, its new home out at the Las Cruces airport. So, all right, guys, so that's it for today. Appreciate you guys subscribing, and also buy a mug or t-shirt or something. Go to my Teespring store. Help me out, guys. I'm doing these videos not just for my log, but also because you guys have been watching them. I'm almost at that 1,000 subscriber mark, so make sure you hit that subscription button down below. Don't forget the bell. That'll help you get notified when the next video on the Cricut is posted. And all you guys that are going out to Oshkosh, unfortunately, I can't make it out this year. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to bringing the Cricut out to Oshkosh 2022. She should be done and ready to go by then. And thank you, Jan, for the invite to have the Cricut at your guys' booth. I really appreciate that. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Keep building and you keep flying. See you next time. Bye, guys.